All right. The nap challenged. The nap challenged. The nap lost. It was a busy work day, busy after work day. Mrs. Neo had to stay at work longer. She had a whole server go down that she had to rebuild, and then coming home, I had to go get Youngblood, and blah, 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 and just everything. And then he goes, Dada, why don't you just come lay down with me? And I go, oh, don't mind if I do. But that's neither here nor there. We're here now. But good evening. I hope everybody's doing great, man. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. And yeah, man. So the game plan is tonight, patch 2.2. And just in the back of my head, I'm reminded that in Jesus, man. I can't call it 3 patches, but from however many patches until 5.2, that's where I made it to roughly 4 years ago. So we're kind of on our way, right? Phil Bart, Arcadia with Shaken Enchilada. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Yeah, dude. So we're the game plan tonight is level roulette and then right into MSQ. That's what we're gonna do. I'll switch back and forth between jobs just to keep kicking my other job class's gear. And that's it. Tummy's feeling better, thankfully. I called the doctors and I was like, look, man, I was like, I'm on amoxicillin. I was like, since Sunday, I was like, I've had this like lower, like stomach pain, intestinal kind of discomfort. Like I got a fart, but the fart won't come. And they go, like typically a side effect with amoxicillin, you can quote me on this. Typically with amoxicillin, there are times in which some of the side effects are just like stomach discomfort, tenderness, and whatever. So, and because it's an antibiotic, they were like, start taking a probiotic. So it's basically you're still keeping your gut health, like your gut bacteria, like the good gut bacteria, to like balance out the antibiotic that just fucking schwacks your whole system. So I had a delicious kombucha at work, and it has felt like I haven't shit my pants, which is a good thing, but I have felt like the Battle of Minas Tirith in Lord of the Rings. It's just been this epic, like, gurgles, rumbles, and grumbles, which is good because, you know, I haven't had any of that. What is Bosom Buddies? Oh, that's an achievement I'm approaching. Okay, gotcha. But other than that, how are you guys? What's going on? It's a pleasure always back in my own server. Our own server, rather, excuse me. What in the world? Yeah, and I understand that this is just an optional quest. This is optional. You know, it's a good start when Neo starts talking about Lord of the Rings regarding his guts. Hopefully he gets some elven backup, bro. Good to see you, Lothars. Hope Fan and Little Miss are doing well. Hope everything is good north of the border. Yes, I did the thing. They put Solid Snake in Fortnite. Really? Hey, can I ask you, you veteran Smash players? So usually, like, every 10 to 15 minutes or so, you'll get like there'll be a new challenger, right? And you beat him and you add him to the roster. Youngblood and myself have been playing Smash in the mornings before school, as is tradition, and we have not been challenged by anybody. Nobody. Even him playing one player, every few battles, he would get like a new challenger, and nobody is. So, I guess my question is, so you know, in Smash, there's that little icon where it's the door, and any past challengers that you haven't beaten, you can go back and you can fight them again, and that's how you can unlock them. Like, if that is just kind of like backed up, does that mean, like, do I have to beat all of them first before any new challengers come aboard? Hey, SGM, joining in for the first time, but joined the Discord a while ago on a recommendation from, yeah, I'm Jordan. Well, hey, welcome in. It's great to see you. Jordan is a great person. Excellent, excellent person, for sure. That would be correct, except for one, Sephiroth. Okay, Sephiroth I have. That's no problem. But yeah, it's just been like a We haven't been unable to unlock anybody else. It's been like 5 years since I unlocked everyone. Okay. Yeah, but it was this like thing, and I did like the noob thing. I Googled, and I was just like, hey, I was like, why aren't I getting new challengers? And it was like every 10 minutes or so. That's what should happen. And selfishly, just because I want to get the characters for Youngblood unlocked the first time and not miss out on them, which I know eventually they would come back regardless. I don't do it first thing in the morning because because he would get super disappointed if he lost. You know what I mean? He would get super bummed. But so that's gonna be my game. I'm gonna try that this weekend for sure. Lothars, we're doing good, man. We are doing well. Alex, how are you, bud? What's crack-a-lackin'? But SGM, it's great to meet you. And yeah, dude, I am not Jordan, but yeah, I'm Jordan. Great people, for sure, man. So it's a pleasure to have you here, and being in the Discord with us as well. Thank you very much for that. It does it in a set. You can also unlock characters by playing Classic as well, but if you're playing with Youngblood, it takes a certain amount of matches. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is, I'm gonna try and take on some of the mobs, or some of the characters, that I have backed up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's right, that. Okay. And then I'll take it from there. I'll see what happens. So, yeah, man. That was my only question. Sorry. Kind of strange, random, I know, but, I'm not a... I'm a Smash player because I like the characters. Like, that's as far as it goes. I'm not really if I had to play a fighting game, it's either between Street Fighter 2 Turbo or like most incarnations or most iterations of Mortal Kombat. Yes, I am a Ken main. Yes, I am a Scorpion main. That's it. But like I say that like I do like competitive. No. But those are just the characters I always play as, or as often as I would like to. Okay, so here goes. I love Smash. It's been a bit since I played, but I used to be scary good at it. We need to warm up before I get back up there. Dude, I've watched people in it. It's a mind boggler for sure. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna withdraw. Does anybody want to boogie down? Would anybody like to boogie down? I sent you an article that may help. It's been a long time since... Okay, thank you very much. I will read it for sure. I was just curious. It was curiosity that took over, and I was like, man... I was like, nobody showed up, but then, like, the last time, I had to unlock... Dude, I went to that door where you can rebattle old challengers, and, dude, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 characters, and I was like, holy hell. Looks like it's based on inputs, because I had seen somewhere that it's based on, distance traveled in battles. You know what I mean? Like, your character... across the screen, across the map, like based on like steps. I don't know how much truth there was to that. Roy from Fire Emblem, Ganondorf, and Joker are my go-tos. My go-tos have been Pyramithra, of course, shocker, really. And Sephiroth was fun, different. Kid Link is a lot of fun. But, like, yeah, I mean, it's fun. As somebody that, like, I played it on N64. I didn't have a GameCube. But again, it was never really my thing. But now, just to casually pick it up and play it, it's fun, man. I enjoy it. Alright, so my man is doing some stories. I need to play more with Pyramithra. Sora is coming along, too, but floaty. Pyramithra is, like, silly strong. Like, super duper silly strong. It's quite bonkers, really. I'll be on later so I can hook you up and come be your healers. Oh, right on, man. Well, thank you very much. After I do this leveling roulette, though, truth be told, I'm gonna boogie down on. I know that I'm not sure how close we are to Ramu. I know Leviathan is a bit of a ways out. So. Those, I think, are, like, the only... there might be other instances where, yeah, we definitely need to, like, hook up. then like we can do that for sure. I'm in. In like Flynn. Appreciate that very much, man. Leviathan is a reach. Ramu isn't too far past him. Could do both tonight. Right on. Well, we just gotta wait on these here queue times. You know what I'm saying? Could I do it as another class? I guess I could. Do I want to try to do it as a scholar? Not particularly. Fuck. Maybe I could. Maybe I could. And that's another thing too. Roll waiting list number 3. I am torn because I have the Noah and Mio amiibos, and I don't think I want to open them. I truly don't think I want to open them. Which I know sounds stupid. I'm not like a collector by any stretch. But I don't know, man. I don't feel like I want to open them. I don't know if I want to. Now, granted, I know I get costumes in Xenoblade 3 with them, but scan them without... Oh, can you really? Oh. Well, scissor me timbers. Yeah, okay, then that's what's up. I will do that. What are you doing through the bottom of through the box? Selling most of my amiibos, but there are a handful I still own. Yeah, and it's like, I had sent Rhea all of my amiibos. When she gave me Xenosaga 1 through 3, I was like, dude, I can't just give you $100 and call it square. They used to put foil at the bottom to stop people, but they stopped doing that a little while back. Oh, okay. DC, what's good, man? But yeah, so I gave like every amiibo I owned to Rhea. You know what I mean? Like $100 for the Xenosaga trilogy? Like, come on, bro. Like, I couldn't. There we go. Good pop. I couldn't in good conscience just be like, yeah, $100, that's a fair deal. Not a chance. No way. Take all my amiibos, sell them, keep them, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Did my Star Rail dailies. Hefe, what's good, man? How are you, brother? Wee! Revan Helma. Ramla Naver. Hi! It's me. Oh, dude, I only have the 1-2 punch. That's all I got. This is, like, early curly, huh? Trying to get this green screen lighting good? Did you get a, did you get a piece of fabric, or did you get, like, the collapsible... Excuse me, who the heck makes it? Elgato. Elgato. Did you get that one? Yeah, the lighting can be tricky, but also you can tweak colors. You know what I mean? You can tweak brightness for your chroma key, like within OBS. That helps a lot too. Because ideally, I feel like more often than not, mine is more like a Celtic green or like a lighter, like maybe a Kelly green almost. But like a green apple, like a candy green apple, I think they say is like one of the best. But yeah, then again, the lighting, yeah, it's a pain in the booty. Yo, big dog.
Give me a hell yeah. What?
Bruh, speaking of wrestling, how about the WWE making a massive contract signing with Netflix? Pretty nuts, man. $5 billion, if what I read is true. $5 billion contract with Netflix. Nuts. It's a lot of dough. Collapsible Elgato, since it was on sale and I had no way to hang the sheet I had anymore. Gotcha. Yo, low-key, back in the day before I had like a solid wall behind me to hang up fabric, I had gone to a local Walmart and I got it was like a plastic laundry rack. And I taped and draped a piece of green fabric over it, which I still have. It's right here, but it's not hanging up anymore. Can I borrow like $100? They're like, nah, dog, sorry, can't afford it. Sorry, we can't afford it. You did shower rods. Yeah, man. Hey, whatever works. Honestly. Plus, The Rock getting his name The Rock to use anytime. Plus, he now is head of creative table. Yeah, and he, right, because he's now, like, the board. He's, like, on the board of directors or board of creative, like, whatever the heck it is for the parent company that now owns WWE, UFC, etc. It's pretty nuts, man. To the best of my knowledge, though, and I mean it's probably incorrect though, if given like current events. Like, I remember watching an interview with him on like Howard Stern years and years ago. How he owned like The Rock. He already owned The Rock, like the moniker The Rock. And like Vince McMahon let him own it, let him keep it, or something in the effect. Which is super duper rare because usually Vince would like, he owns the names, he owns the characters, like whatever. You know what I mean? So good for him. I mean, it's not like he's hurting for dough, right? I mean, Black Adam was a smash hit, wasn't it? I'm sorry. It's a total cheap shot. I never saw it, but I just remember him doing the promo for Black Adam. He's like, there's a new power structure in the DCEU, and it's Black Adam. I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right. It just got super real in a hurry, huh? All right. And then it just tanked, and it like, he just didn't talk about it ever again. Talked nothing more about it, which, you know, sure, in PR and marketing, yeah, I mean, you don't want to be like, hey, there's a good chance this movie's gonna suck, but I want you guys to know that I'm gonna do my best. I'm in trouble. Lots of trouble. Get out of the way. Fine, I gotta concentrate. Should be spear chucking. Why are you looking at me, mister? Why me? The fuck out of here. What did I do to you? Prick. There's a new power structure in the DCEU, and we're gonna take down the MCU. When Black Adam hits, everything changes. Oh, well, that's news to me. You're out DPSing the other. Am I really? Good for me. Feels good. But I'm also way over leveled, so kind of cheating too, in the sense that Arcadia gave me a massive new set. But now Dwayne owns The Rock. It's his own trademark. He can use it whatever, and now he can put it as his middle name. Oh, okay. I feel like the only real, like, in, you know, this is just coming as an onlooker. I feel like the things that he has been incredibly successful in outside of wrestling has been like his tequila company, and I think that's it. You know, like he's done some, like a lot of movies, good movies. But I'm not saying I think they're all good movies, but you know, somewhat well-regarded movies. But yeah, you know, the XFL thing again, probably not swell. Probably not so awesome still. But you know, the tequila thing, I guess, is good. I feel like we just went through this wave where every celebrity came out with their own tequila, and I think tequila, especially for like athletes and stuff, because it's like so low in sugar. You know what I mean? But if I'm not mistaken, doesn't your body convert alcohol into sugar? Or something like that, so doesn't it kind of like cancel each other out, you know? Monk has AOE at this point. Sentiments on his movie as aside, he was one of the highest grossing actors for a number of years in a row. Yeah, so there you go. For sure, like, yeah, he did Fast and Furious. He did that one where he was like a football player, but also a babysitter. And then, what else? Fast and Furious. the opposite of White Adam. Yeah, so I mean, there's that. But yeah, good for him, man. The rundown walk. Oh, dude, yeah, those ones were good. The one with Knoxville and Sean William Scott. That's his name, right? I almost called him Sean Patrick Scott, but I know it's Sean William Scott. Stifler. That one is walk. No, it's not walk. I don't remember which one it is. Just hawking up some lung butter. Don't mind him. Eat. He put out a ton of stinkers in the late 2010s, was probably making bank on them. Oh, for sure. Yeah, like, whereas we, as consumers, might feel like they were doo-doo movies, he probably still cleaned up. You know what I mean? Couple of million, and by couple is probably like 10 million, 15, 20 million. You know what I mean? Just for like per movie. Crazy to think about. Yeah, what was that one where he was a football player, but he was like a babysitter? Is it called The Pacifier? Is that what it is? I've never seen it. I've just seen clips of it, and I was like, man, this movie is corny AF. All sorts of cheese ball. And then what was that one? It was like his character from the Fast and Furious and Jason Statham's character from Fast and the Furious. He did one recently with Ryan Reynolds, which was actually pretty good. I think it was Red Notice or Red something. And it was good. And I think, oh, and Gal Gadot, she was like the third big name in that. But I personally feel, much like other movies that he's in, that like, I just lost my train of thought. Hang on, sorry, concentrating again. That Deadpool carries. You know what I mean? Like, anything he's in, he carries. And I feel like he did in that. But it was a good movie. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Kind of long, though. He just kind of more often than not plays, like, the same person in every movie, which I'm totally good with. I dig it. I dig him. Every character is Ryan Reynolds, is Deadpool. You know what I mean? Smart ass, and I dig that. Didn't refill the chug jug, shame on me, so I got this little teeny tiny bottle, like, refreshing. I want this guy's hammer. All right. Did you ever see Ryan Reynolds' movie where he was an NPC? Oh, dude, the hell is it? Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either, but I've watched it a couple times. Blue shirt guy. That's what they called him in the movie. Wasn't it like a Taika Waititi or Watiti, however you pronounce his name, movie? Was it called like The Other Guy? No, it wasn't called The Other Guy. But yeah, it was a good movie. I thought it was super good. That one in Project Adam with Mark Ruffalo was another great one. And that one was a bit more on the serious side, but it was wicked good, dude. It was fun. Marvel, Star Wars stuff at the end was kind of lame. Should have been video game weapons. I dug it. I'm a Star Wars stan. I can't help myself. Because you look like you don't fuck about, and I appreciate that. Yeah, what was it called? And the dude from... Oh, did we get a level out of it? Bingo. Let's rock. Okay, MSQ bound. Oh, is this to unlock the hard version? I mean, I might as well just get this out of the way now. Just do it to have it. It worked, but it also just felt like Disney shoehorning in their IP. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure whoever like creator licensed the movie or not directed, whoever owns the movie probably paid a pretty penny. Oh, for Extreme. Okay, yeah, I'll just get it unlocked and then MSQ bound. Thread the needle. It was a Fox movie that came out right after the merger. Okay. All right. All right, so now here we go. Just them flexing. It's fine. It worked. I dug it. Oh, that's right. Okay, so Adventurers Guild. What's it called? What the hell was it called? Everything's in caps. Free guy. Free guy, not the other guy. Free guy. Wait, what the fuck is this? Spirited? Has anybody heard of Spirited? I wasn't aware that Ryan Reynolds, what looks like, did a Christmas movie with Will Ferrell? Huh? Has anybody seen this? Is it a musical? Ugh. No thanks. I'll have a Minotaur. Yuck. Musicals out. Adventurers Guild, sorry. Yeah, Free Guy. Good flick, though. But yeah, back to the original sentiment shared. Good for Dwayne. Good for Dwayne. I mean, the Cold Steel musical rocked. That's about all I got for you. No, I'm not gonna skip it. I'll just scan it quickly. Scanning. If it's voiced, we'll listen. If it's not voiced, we scan. Leggy at a leggy. So, Phil, you mean to... Okay, so let me just ask you this point blank then. You think musicals rock? Okay, I respect it. So, obviously, you were a big fan of Cats, right? Huh? You loved Cats, right? Must have rocked. I have seen clips of Cats, and that is nightmare fuel. Awful. There's a Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds musical called... Oh, yeah, Lothars. That's what I was just... Like, that's what I was just talking about, because that's not how that works. Sure is. You just said, blanket statement, musicals rock. It's right there, in writing, in front of me. What the fuck? Musicals rock. So you obviously liked Cats. Obviously. But yeah, have you seen Spirited, Lothars? And if so, is it good? Just didn't know that he did a musical with Will Ferrell. I didn't know that they collaborated like that. Cool. Oh, really? So it was good. Okay, so really? I have to rewatch this because I couldn't take the item. Good musicals rock? There you go. Walk it back, big dog. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Walk that shit back, bro. So then you were a big fan of Streetcar Named Desire, right? That was a musical back in the day. Marlon Brando. You used a blanket statement, so I replied in kind. Good musicals rock. I dig it. And for the record, I didn't use a blanket statement. You used the blanket statement. You said, what the fuck, musicals rock, blanket statement. I was just reiterating, quoting what you had said. I don't believe blanket statement that musicals rock. I'm not a musicals fan. So there we are. That's where we stand. This is where we stand. I'm running out of passes to Vesper Bay. I'm worried. It's basically a Christmas ghost. So is it like, you said musicals suck? Yeah, it's true. They do. Blanket judgment on the whole genre? It's because I haven't experienced a musical that I enjoy, so yes, blanket statement, I can confirm that musicals suck. For me, musicals suck. Not enjoyable. I get about as far as a Disney movie where they have like musical portions that I can get by with. Uncultured? I mean, yeah, kind of, guess. You do Disney movies, that's about it. They sing a lot in those. Part of their world, right? I can do that. I can get down on that. And yes, I trust you, Aladdin. No big deal. You have a flying carpet and, I don't know, an elephant that I guess turns into a monkey. That's cool. But I trust you. Oh, wait, no, they're in. This is inside, isn't it? They're scattered about. Where are you, you little rascals? No, you're not in here, huh? Uncultured. Stupid is as stupid does. I see you over here. Hiding child. Oh, you know what, dude? We'll make this shit much easier. We'll Obi-Wan Kenobi it. We'll take the high ground. I see you. No, and it wasn't a streetcar named Desire. What the hell was the name of the one with the PRs and the jets? What was that one called? Because that was the one with Brando, right? Stella. It's a Wonderful Life? Is that what it was called? No, I don't know. I just remember having to watch it in school. It was not good. It was not good. West Side Story. That's the one. Yeah, West Side Story. Not good. No, not good. No. I dig Brando in The Godfather. I dig Brando in The Score with Edward Norton and De Niro. If you've never seen The Score, I think it was Brando's like last movie. Dog. Off the chain good. Out of fucking control good. So good. Dude, we have 9 days till Grand Blue. I'm psyched on it. I just went to the page and I saw a little bit of like the animation. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I watched like 5 seconds of it and I was like, okay, I'm edging myself. That's about it. That's all I needed. Just a little gummer to get me hooked. As if I need that. Hello, Wandering Eye. I said good day. Man, do you think that... And I know I'm kind of all over the place again. What's new? I was really hoping for a preload on Steam, but I guess it's not happening. Yeah, would have been nice. But what I'm hoping happens is, because it's dropping on a Thursday, if it's a midnight release on Steam, so it'll be like technically midnight Eastern, Thursday, like we can wrap up stream Wednesday night and I'll download it so we get on Thursday morning, and we'll probably go all day Thursday. Grumpy, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, we'll go all day Thursday for launch. I'll probably take a break, do supper, family time, obviously, and then be back on regular nighttime as well. Steam shows it as coming Wednesday for me, which would mean it's launching midnight EST. Perfect. The hell? Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Where the heart is the goblet. Golly, bro. Just gotta go back again, huh? Fine. Take red hair out for a spin. Glowing reviews for Like a Dragon Infinite, right? That's what it's called? Glowing reviews. Is that out, what day is that released? Is it the 1st as well? Like, and respectfully, I don't put a ton of stock in, like, reviews per se. Like, I don't necessarily, I don't let that be a deciding factor in if I'm gonna try something or play something. Like, generally, if I'm psyched on something, I'll play it. But to see, like, overall, it's got, it garners good praise on a national spotlight. That's rad. Nope. Oh, it's out this week. Oh, snap. Shit, man. Where am I going? I'm dumb. Right, again. Gnawed it. Too much sand. Vesper Bay. I get 1 week to finish it before Grand Blue? Perfect. I mean, Gene had said that it's a lot bigger than... Yo! Lightning cosplay? Is that what that is? Just gonna randomly follow this person? Sorry. It really is... No! Dude, what a bummer. It really was lightning, wasn't it? That was sick, dude. Dude, what the frick? I have so much gear. Her outfit's on the store? Golly, that's nice. Then I have like 1 day to beat Grand Blue before P3R. Golly, female only if I remember correctly. Do get snow stuff. Oh, no shit. That's pretty cool, man. That was neato. Yeah, dude. Oh, bro, that's sick. That's the first time I've seen it. Revenant's Toll. It's a shame they don't offer a Hope outfit. I don't know how much people enjoy Hope. In 13. Little pig, let me in. Peace out, A-Town. Oh.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Spoiled rotten.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
It's true.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones.
Thing's gotta be horrible for his neck.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no Seth reputation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Just two hired goons. Like, with all due respect, who are you guys gonna protect?
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Yeah!
Navasa, what's good, man? How are you? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid, dude.
When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. We
Acknowledged.
can crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea. This experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Acknowledged.
Hey, Crazy Mage and Ben the Millennian. Thank you guys very much for the follows. Welcome to Britopia. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Navasa, how was your stream, dude? Thank you very much for bringing your community over, hanging out. Hope all is well with you and yours. "14 stuff is going excellent. Super good. What were you getting into? Disco Elysium. I feel like I've heard that before. Yo. I'm just sweeping away over here, no biggie. Where are we going? Supposed to be a great point-and-click type game from what I saw with lots of dialogue. Right on. And so kind of like a Command and Conquer-esque kind of game. Point and click. Pardon me. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has... Oh. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had no crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Think D&D, but with a squeeze of a French style. What the fuck is a French style Fallout? Like a Fallout set in France? Now, point and click adventure with heavy emphasis on player choice. Oh, okay. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the flashbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. It's definitely not a children's game, to say the least. Okay. Fallout with French interpretations. That's still going way over my head, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm kind of a bot. French interpretations. So it's in French? Like, I know I'm an idiot, but like that's that's how I'm reading it. Baldur's Gate 3, you sneeze, battle starts, and you find the quest giver who you just killed. Oh, the accents are French. Okay. So it's a French Fallout. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Enjoying it, though? Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. French Fallout, French out? Yeah, for sure. We can go French out. After stumbling on how I can increase my morale and health points, yes, it is definitely a buy on Steam when on sale. Right on, man. Is there like a skill tree, stuff like that too? Kind of like character progression in that regard? Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require. But precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. I'm ready. I know what we're doing. That's all I needed. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Zoomies. Hiya. There's a skill tree in there depending on what type of main character you want to be. Logician, high intellect, low physical, brute, high strength, low intellect, and what I can only describe as the bard. Okay. So you play a harp and sing music to people? Oh. Sure, let's go with that. All right. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Doesn't sound like anything I would, doesn't sound like something I would boogie down on, personally. I played Fallout 4 and I liked it, but well, it wasn't really, like, respectfully, I don't get the draw to Fallout, honestly. I know that sounds kind of blasphemous, but like I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's nothing that I would say I'm like goo goo gaga over. You know what I'm saying? It was fun for what it was, and I think the only reason why I bought Fallout 4 back in the day was because it took place in Boston. I felt like obligated to play it because it was in Boston. Home base was at Fenway, like it was rad. Yeah, like I'd heard a lot of people, like a lot of like invested Fallout fans say that 4 was kind of a dud for them as well, and I've heard like universal praise by most for New Vegas. But yeah, I think I played 4 and I was like, all right, that's, you know, that's it for me. Fallout 4 and what Navasa means when they say it's like Fallout are not the same thing. Fallout 4 and what Navasa means when they say it's like Fallout are not the same thing. Okay, so it's not like Fallout then? Oh, I'm so confused, I'm sorry. Your boy is lost. I gotta go up, Scout. Oh, down here. It's like old Fallout. Okay. Yeah, so then I most certainly have absolutely zero frame of reference. Just some bodies gonna take him. It's like old Fallout 1 and 2, kind of New Vegas. Okay. Yo, Enchilada, thank you very much. May even introduce you to my alt since she is around Seraph right now. Right on. Again, I got it because it was under 10 and I won some. It won some awards way back when. Right on. Yeah, man. Look. I'm not trying to dump on it. You had made mention that like if it's on sale you should definitely buy it. Or I don't know if you were just making that like a blanket statement for everybody. Yeah, it doesn't sound like something I would vibe with, but I'm glad that you're digging it, dude, for sure. Especially when it's a bargain, when it's a deal price too, for sure. New Vegas is my favorite game of all time. Don't let not liking Fallout 4 put you off of it. If it gets a remaster, it's a 100% recommend. Yeah, I probably still wouldn't. It just, honestly, I probably still wouldn't. 4 was alright. It was alright. Not, I don't think Fallout's for me. Either way, I have a 3-hour drive to a job site for a 3-hour job tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I hate to high and buy, but sleep is a must. Hey, good night, man. Thanks again for the raid. Glad that you're enjoying Disco Elysium, man. Safe travels. Hopefully you have a good work day, and be good, my guy. So much better just being able to fly now. Holy shit. If you ever get around to Baldur's Gate and like it, I'm gonna find a way to force you to play New Vegas. I mean, I'm definitely gonna play Baldur's Gate. Is New Vegas and Baldur's Gate similar? Come on, it's not like a D&D, like rolling a dice game, is it? Pardon me. Similar ideas, but very different gameplay. All right. Does New Vegas play like, you know, does it play like Fallout 4 did? Like, do you get that suit of armor, which is really neat, but that was about the only cool thing? And then, like, you live, like, in a cul-de-sac, and you're like, hey, man, let's just turn this into a very large, community, and we're gonna just litter it with firearms to protect us. I am Bill Goldberg. Who's next? Like 4, but worse. The moment-to-moment gameplay is the only good part of 4. Okay. I think it's kind of the same thing with me. Like, that style of storytelling is difficult for me in a sense that I have a hard time making decisions. Like, when the story is left up to me to make those kind of decisions, it's kind of a daunting task for me. I think I stuck it out with Star Wars: The Old Republic only because it was Star Wars. You know what I mean? And it had that same kind of, like, how you choose your dialogue. And, you know, if you make good choices, you become a lighter Jedi. You become a gray or a dark Jedi, or, like, what have you. I think I'm getting my point across, but it's tough for me, man, because I have a hard time making those decisions.
For the support.
Yo, Lands? Hey, brother, thank you for the 16 months, man. Hope you were doing excellent. What's new? How's everything going?
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Gee whiz. Yo, what a G moment.
Did I miss much?
Nope. Sing. 10-year-old choreography still slaps. How's work going, dude? How's work? How's gaming? Getting ready for rebirth? I know you are.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans.
There you go, Thancred. You get
but
it.
Seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Dope. So good, man. Bye-bye. Can't wait. Let's go.
To the Aetheryte.
It's so good, dude. It's literally 10 years old. And it's still, it looks good, man. It looks really friggin' good. Y'shtola's like, get back, I'm gonna rub poison ivy on your nuts.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh, let's go. Hell yeah, I forgot about this part. Black powder, like musket rifles, handguns. I don't know what the hell they call it. fire. Let's go.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Feel like that's the most that they cover. They weren't just like, hey man, what happened to you? You got possessed.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
Bro, 14 is great. It really is, man. It's just, it feels so good to be back and to just re-experience all this again with fresh eyes and a shitty memory. You know, like, some things I remember, but it's just, it feels good to come back. It feels comfortable. And I think something that aids in that, like, outside of the story and, like, the combat. I know the combat is kind of a tough sell for people. MMO is not their thing. I get it. But yeah, man, it feels good. Feels good. The bonus XP that you get for starting a character on a preferred world, it's nuts. It's the only reason why I have multiple classes, like multiple jobs above 50. Like when I had played it in the past, it would always be like I would do one job and then that's what I would play as. I did Dragoon, I did Black Mage, Paladin, Dark Knight, and now I'm doing Dragoon again. I have Gunbreaker, Samurai, Scholar. Scholar Summoners share a level, so there's that. It's great, dude. It's really friggin' good. What have you been playing, Lands, in the intermediary as you wait? The only thing I found that scratches the Xeno Trails itch, it's the continuity in the story over so many years and the combat, definitely. When you had told me that Xenoblade was like MMO light, makes sense.
Hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you've been playing 16 at the finale. How are you liking that? Have you enjoyed it? Walter, chill out.
Such power! It is transcendent!
Flintlock pistols, that's what it was. Flintlock pistols. Next man up.
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Maybe kill the other one. There you go.
Foolish Shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Here we go.
Heavens forfend.
I will say, I feel like one of the most intimidating iterations of Leviathan was from 15. Super big, very, very intimidating. Thought it was good. It's not a perfect game, but it's at worst top 3 Final Fantasy for you. But I want to stress I've only played a few Final Fantasies and not super interested in the pixel remasters. But you know what I like. For sure, absolutely. I know, obviously, you're a big Kingdom Hearts fan. You like a more action-oriented combat, for sure. So I could see why 16 would kind of scratch an itch for you, right? To coin a phrase what Phil just used. That's good, man. I'm glad that you're digging it, though, for sure. Bro, you know what? It's not, you know, it's a stretch. It's not action. It's not like an action fluid combat in a sense. Try 13. 13's dope, bro. If you ever get time to. Gets a ton of shit. Great story. Great story, great trilogy. 13's fucking dope, dog. That's my top 3. Not like 13, 13 2, Lightning Returns, but like the 13 trilogy as a whole, it's like my bronze medal, for sure. It's my numero trace. They're great. I love them dearly.
My being am the way. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Pasha?
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
I am ready. The old buffalo calf. Take me to TV land.
There used to be a hamlet beyond Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I'm good, Gaborg. We're fine.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself.
That's Sid's voice
Waves
actor.
And whirlpools, tides and currents. All these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
You're fine, bud. Probably just the wind.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Let's fucking rock, dude. Aaron, what's up, man? I love the graphics. Dude, in my opinion, it holds up. It's 10 years old. Still holds up really well. Granted, I have some reshade going on in this, so there's, you know, it's more saturated with color. Just playing it, like without reshade, it is kind of washed out color-wise. There's some sharpening as well, but I mean, it still looks really good, in my opinion, too. How are you, though, bud? What's going on? Doing great, taking a small break. Star Rail kind of burned me out last night. Were you, what were you doing in Star Rail last night? I did my dailies today. Now I'm working on, I'm trying to get, like, my main party's light cones to 80. So obviously that takes some time. But yeah, I've been doing my dailies. I've been stocking away my jades and my passes for Acheron, which is going to be, you know, Memory of Chaos, Simulated Universe, and after getting Bronya, I needed to grind like hell for. Right on. I got you. Yeah, Simulated Universe is definitely something I also need to do more of, I guess, but I hop on King of the Hull. I forgot I had that unlocked too. I hop on, I do my dailies, and then I allocate the mats that I have to who I'm trying to like level up or whatever it is I'm trying to do, and then I just kind of log out, honestly. But I do need to do more Simulated Universe. Dude, the last time I did Simulated Universe, I think it was like last week of the week before, and they had double bonuses, so I stocked up. I really went all in. Trying to get relics maxed out. Oh, sorry. Okay, I can't go that way. Forgot there's that line. Can't cross that. Oh yeah, that too. I need to max my relics. Yeah, and I've been doing like, I've been trying to, oh shit, where am I? I gotta go up further, I'm sorry. I guess I've been trying to get more optimal relics for like my core characters. Oh, this is where that old disco dude was. There he is. This fucking clown again. It's like, yeah, bro, I did it. I killed Leviathan. No, you didn't, you fucking liar. Whoa, looking respectfully, miss. But yeah, like I'm trying to find a two-piece speeds. I call it like the rubber ducky set. I'm trying to get like boots and maybe a chest for Bronya that rolls crit, obviously. Oh, that's your all? I'm dropping her off now if you need. Yo, thanks, bro. Damn, looking respectfully though. I'm open for a remaster of 6, but playing on SNES is also a good experience, dude. Yeah, 6 still holds up well, and even if you do the Crystal, the Pixel remaster, I can't speak tonight. The Pixel remaster looked really good too. She's a looker, that's the idea? Respectfully, bro. Hey gang, here I am. Sir, I'm ready, let's rock. Walter, chill out, it's just me, dude. I get outfits also, I think it's Leviathan time, I'm ready to rock. There it is. The Whirl Eater. I forgot Leviathan didn't have a regular. Yo! Did you fall? Do you need assistance from a grown person? Bro, casting spells and shit? Let's go. Spicy roll, what's up, my guy? Again, she's a looker, but she will tank. I believe it. Oh, good to go. Rip, roaring, and ready. A bit shame I'm a bit spoiled in 6, though. I don't particularly mind. Oh, and like, in what regards, Aaron? Full party. I remember getting knocked, like, this is, you can get knocked off the edge, right? If I remember this, yeah, you definitely can. Eventually, okay. Oh, I believe you, Phil. I will follow you. I will follow you. Follow you wherever you will go. Let's remember that song from Sister Act. I dug it. The whole Kefka thing, that's it. I didn't see the ending, though. Kefka is gotta be one of those villains that, like, very, very memorable, very, very gnarly villain. Was just a goddamn psychopath. Not was, is a psychopath. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Kefka's only one who did truly destroy the world. Yeah. Set out to do it and did it. Let me get a Leviathan flying mount, huh? Pyro drew me to play the game. Kind of shame that I didn't get to touch it since MiHoYo made me occupied on their games. Not a bad thing. Hi! told you. You let me down. I would have definitely gotten knocked off. Scared the hell out of me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go. Silly! What's up, my bro? How goes it, dude? And also, that time I was prioritizing Trail Series to finish Crossbell Journey. Yeah, lots and lots of stuffs for sure. Not a bad thing, though. Only extreme breaks the walls, couldn't kill you this time. You were like, just follow me, I'll keep you safe. Immediately get launched into what would have been a death scenario. Where I go overboard? Motherfucker! Lied to me! Oh, it's crappy, but Doc Rivers got high by the buck, so that gives me joy. Yikes. Dude, how are you 30? Like what? They were 30 and 13? I told you I was gonna kill you on Levy. You did. How are you 30 and 13 and you just... And, like, I heard the report come out about, like... Yeah, he lost Giannis. Really, bro? I believe you, Enchilada. I believe you. Oh, yeah, big time player firing. Absolutely. Not the right person. It's funny because local radio, one of the, like, the hosts.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you.
One of the hosts is originally from Milwaukee, so, like, big Packers fan, big Bucks fan, obviously. So he's super critical of the Bucks, and he's just like, I can't stand Giannis now. He's too, like, Americanized, you know what I mean? He's all about stat padding and, like, getting his triple doubles. But it's like, dude, that's what the whole fucking league is now, basically. Hey, thanks very much, Aaron. Appreciate you stopping in, dude. Enjoy your evening.
Not for the first time. You have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
Enchilada appreciated, duder. Thank you very, very much, man.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
He's just like, ooh.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
Yugiri is Yunkafai, confirmed.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
This is Thancred's version of flirting.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Bruh.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
He was a raven.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Cock block.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
Dude was just trying to get his game on, and
It would
everybody's
seem
like,
there
let me
is
tell
more
you
to
about him.
than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Joe, what's up, brother? Been a hot minute. Hope everything is going well for you and yours, man. Happy New Year. What's going on, dude?
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning, but when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Everybody's doing well on my end, dude. I hope the same for yours. You've been doing tactics? Oh, you'll love to hear that I despise tactics. Like, I cannot stand tactics. Turn me off big time. Early. But I hope you're enjoying it. I know a lot of people that do love it. 14's dope. 14 is super freaking good, man. Yugiri's been in Eorzea for like a day, and she's already met like 2 heads of state. The perks of washing up on the Scion's front door. I love the story. It's so solid, but I get that it's a lot to digest for people. Like, for me, it just stems from a very superficial state, I guess you could call it. Like, my knowledge of Final Fantasy at a younger age obviously was like, oh, it's turn-based. Like, that's what Final Fantasy is. It's turn-based combat, and that's that. So then Tactics comes around, and I'm like, what is this garbage? Like, and that's what turned me off of, like, a tactical RPG. Now, since years later, I gave Fire Emblem Three Houses a try, really enjoyed it. But there's still absolutely no part of me that'll ever go back to trying Tactics. I don't know. And again, very superficial, I understand. But yeah, just not for me. Yeah, you can call it a classic. I had somebody tell me last night that I played the wrong version because I played... It doesn't matter what you may deem respectfully to be like the right version, the wrong version. I played Final Fantasy Tactics. It's not for me. Not for me. Did not enjoy myself. I don't remember if I'm going upstairs, but we're going to try it. No, I did not go the right way. Unless I did. I don't think I did. Oh, I gotta go downtown, Julie Brown. There we go. Version is the definitive version. It has the best unlockables, but the PS1 version is super nostalgic for me. I played I think it was like the Game Boy Advance version of it. I remember it was my first truck, so it was a 96 S10. I think I was 16. There was a KB Toys next to a spot that I worked at, and I scooped it because it was because it was Final Fantasy, and then, yeah, it just left, like, a horrible impression on me. Yeah, I done fucked up? No, I didn't. I did what I did, nothing changes that. Dude, yeah, see, Scott's like, bro, you're dumb. I know, I get it. No, I played the one version, and that was enough for me. That was enough for me. They're not even the same game. That's what people say. It's still, I can't and I won't. Can't and won't. Respectfully. So, obviously, Joe, you've played it, like, multiple times. Dude, Scott's right about a ton of stuff. And if you don't know who Scott at RPGfan.com is, please check him out. Check out his publication, RPGfan.com. Great stuff. I think you definitely should. It's probably the best Final Fantasy. But see, the thing of it is that the best Final Fantasy is 4, and that's not Tactics. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm coming from. Never actually beaten it. Got to the last fight when I was younger. It's the one game I played like 100 times. It's like me with Final Fantasy VII. I've made it to the final battle. I couldn't tell you how many times, then I just drop it. I go, yeah, I'm done. It's like saying Trails and Tales are the same game because they sound the same in the JRPGs. It's not a version. Yeah, it's not for me. Oh yeah, Mordona. But Scott, how are you, man? What's going on? What are you getting geared up for? Rebirth next month? Are you doing Infinite? Ninja was adding patch 2.4, so the whole Yugiri fight scene was teasing, setting up for that. Here we introduced her to the Rogues Guild, which is the base class for Ninja. Persona 3, okay. Right on. Wrong way. This is where we're going. So is the Rogue class in Limsa? I mean, that's fair. Not all people are into tactical. No, and I'm not. I mean, I played, you know, 3 houses, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. And that was the basis of me picking up Engage. I still haven't played it yet. Stoked for Rebirth. I don't think I'm going to stream it, though. 7 Remake didn't do good for me, viewership-wise. I get it, man. You know, if you're just looking to garner the viewership, and if that's what's going to, like, you know, make or break a gameplay experience for you, then yeah, by all means, man. Boogie down on that off-stream.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand.
You can't start it as is, but you can swap to it early. Gotcha. They basically put the story into this game, and it's probably the best raid. Wait, there's a raid for Tactics in this?
If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo.
And I recommend skipping the story. Oh. No shit. Was so good it got its own raid. Really? What patch did that come in? Is it the one that it's got the... Is it in Stormblood and it's got like the scorpion robot from 7? I might have done that one. I just remember there was one like boss battle. There was like the scorpion robot from Final Fantasy VII was in it as like a boss. It's bloated nonsense if you haven't played Tactics in 12. Not a dungeon. Oh, it's a 24, man? Oh, no, I don't think I did that. Cloud is unlockable in Tactics, the OG. Really? It's a mix of Tactics and 12. And then see, again, respectfully, 2 of the entries in the world of Final Fantasy that I absolutely couldn't get behind. Although, you know, being that 12 is kind of like MMO light, maybe I would give it another try, but dude, I tried playing it like 2 or 3 separate times. Just never stuck. I didn't dig it.
Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, He took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy.
A little bit of foreshadowing here.
It was of this that Elizabeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
Hey, Scott, this is probably a dumb question, but you got invited to that Rebirth event, right? You took did you take the red eye out to LA or wherever the heck it was? Did you schmooze it up with everybody and, you know, rub elbows and all that jazz? Is it on? I'm sure you're gonna play Rebirth, right? Oh, you live in NYC? That's okay. Yeah, so you took the red eye. I'm not flying to LA. You're gonna take it. You're just gonna go by horseback. Someone else went to the event? That's awesome, dude.
The Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
The event in October, was that for 16? No, that wasn't for 16. Not in October. Or was it in October? I don't even remember, dude. I just went to the Persona 3 event this month. Where was that being held? Was that in NYC?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
I love preserves. Strawberry and raspberry preserves, delicious.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
That's still cool, though. That you got to experience it, check stuff like that out.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Dude, such a scummer. Always hyped for Persona. Right on. I'm still just trying to cool off from P5R. That was a very long one for me. I still need a break from it. Oh, yeah? Alright, bro, there we go. What's up, Gunbreaker? I got you. I got you, big fella. It's perfect. It's a thing of beauty. Boom, bang, pow. Holy Lance. Oh, wait, no, this is the goddamn tuning fork again. If there's any rings offered, scoop those up, especially since you need two and you can only wear one of the 130 from Tomes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna distribute them right down the line. Oh, so 2.2 is fairly quick. All right, so now we're 2.3 in it. Right on. As they said in Shawshank Redemption, get busy living or get busy dying. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. King Moogelmog. Also, to answer your question, I can't play Rebirth. I don't own a PS5, although I will tell you from what I played in October, it's gonna be fun. Did the combat feel differently from remakes, or is it like carbon copy? Like the base combat, I guess I should say. I know there's like the team attacks or what, not the team attacks, but you know, you can tag your homie in. Kate Sith can be like, hey, it's tuned different. It looked like it was a bit more fluid than remakes, but that was just, you know, at a glance. No more bouncing off and chasing things. All right. Does it feel more, does it feel similar to what Yuffie's DLC was? Now, obviously, like, not everybody's gonna be, you know, as quickly paced as Yuffie, but, like, I found Yuffie's combat to be, like, really fluid and a lot of fun for the intermission DLC. That was really, really fun. I had a lot more fun with it than I guess I thought it would, because I never ever, like, it wasn't until later, you know, years later that I found out that you can unlock Yuffie. So I never really bothered to, like, get her, pay attention to her, but, like, playing her in the DLC was dope. Yeah, you could, but I mean, you know, waste of money when I can, yeah, absolutely. Do you think that they're still gonna kill Aerith? Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Dude, causality? I know how to say that word. It's easy. I can see her going to Zach's version of reality or whatever is going on with him, and the party thinks she's dead. Yeah, I could see it being like an alternate timeline where, like, her and him live happily ever after. You know what I mean? Spiritually together forever or something like that. What have you. Arcadia, we doing good, man. How are you? I'm actually, I gotta go break the seal, hit the head right fast, and I will BRB. Promise. All right. And then I also had to just kind of like quickly look as I was coming back, because I know it might be a groaner for some. Like, I love sports. That should be no secret. But they just had the voting for the Baseball Hall of Fame. And the fact that Manny Ramirez still didn't get in, it blows my friggin' mind. And I know it all just stems from steroids. Minor rant here incoming. But I will say this until the day I die. I don't think that steroids are good. I think steroids do give an advantage for sure. But I will also say that I feel as though steroids made an entire era of baseball the most exciting the sport had been ever. For those of you that are old enough to remember, the home run derby at All-Star Weekend in '99 at Fenway with Mark McGwire just ripping tater after tater over the green, like it was absurd. It was obscene. It was such an exciting time. Barry Bonds, like, dude, I'm sorry. It was an incredibly exciting time for the sport. And I respectfully wish that...
You must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
I wish that these writers that couldn't just get past that, dude, for crying out loud.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident.
End rant. Sorry.
There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity?
This is the build-up. This is where things start getting spicy.
Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
That dude looking like Hulk Hogan on the left.
However,
Nice hairdo, bud.
is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Ul'dans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Oh, right, because I have augmented. Forgot. Still can't. Forgot. No, I don't. Now is not a good time, Vance. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphino, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your Churgians. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have set what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. Don't judge me. I wanted to take the Nimbus Cloud. Zazawaka. All right, big guy. You don't have to be scared. Holy smokes. I was just hard focused for a quick second there on nothing. Zach, thanks so much for the raid, man. What's going on? P5R, how was it? Darth, how are you, man? Welcome in, Raiders. Neomatter, if I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you, welcome in. We normally play a bunch of JRPGs here. I'm more cater to turn-based, but here we are, no-lifing us some Final Fantasy XIV until next Thursday when Grand Blue Fantasy Relink drops. And then once we finish that, we'll be back to more Final Fantasy 14 till probably daybreak-ish. Was it? Oh no, it's not up top. I kind of thought it would have been. But it's great to meet you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it a great deal. Still doing well in the Royale content. Now, the conversation we had all had in Discord, most of us had in Discord earlier. How did you did you have like a romantic character that you chose for main character? Heckler, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the follow. Your thoughts on Doc getting named the Bucks head coach and the latest of the... Oh, dude. Heckler, I'm glad to have you back, and I just went on a mini rant. It pisses me off that these record-breaking players that, yes, did do steroids are being kept off Hall of Fame ballots. It bums me out because I feel as though the steroid era made the sport the most exciting it had been in a very, very long time. It was an exciting product to watch. Dude, I personally know I'm not going to do steroids, but if it continues to put an entertaining product in front of me to watch, baseball, basketball, football, whatever, then let them do fucking roids. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to take this moral stance where I'd be like, it's bad, you shouldn't do it, so you should get punished for it. Nah, man, if it puts an entertaining product on the field for me to watch, then I'm all for it. And Doc getting named the Bucks head coach is weird. Because Doc doesn't have a good track record with dealing with multiple All-Stars. Couldn't handle it in Philly. Couldn't handle it with the Clippers. So, I mean, who knows? I like Doc as a coach. I feel like he's a system guy. Like, he has a system. It's just, it's tough in today's NBA where obviously it's a player's league, more or less. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but my bad. I'll kill him too while I'm at it. This is like Bill Burr's rant on the Tour de France and Lance Armstrong, kind of hypocritical of the league to vilify the guys on PEDs who made them so much money. Yeah. Positively. Yeah, it's bonkers to me, man. It's disappointing, you know, because I feel like because it's become such an analytical sport, like it's become Moneyball. It's become Moneyball. Like, that's what it is. And, yeah, it's like you said, to vilify guys based on them having used steroids, but also made you so much dough, blows my mind. Like, I referenced the All-Star game in '99 at Fenway, and watching Mark McGuire just launch bombs onto Lansdowne Street or onto the highway over the Green Monster, like, it was beyond exciting. Watching Barry Bonds launch it into McCovey Cove, I loved it, dude. It was something to watch. Everybody watched. Now, viewership is at an all-time low, and they're making gradual changes, which I will admit is good, but you still have 3 to 4 hour games, and like, let's face it, of the sports, with all due respect, baseball is by far and away the most boring. Baseball is the most boring. I enjoy baseball, but baseball is a very, very boring game to watch. You know, so it's a bummer. Hey, the Hibbington, thanks so much for the follow, man. Welcome to Brutopia. Pleasure to meet you. Sorry. I was asked a question, and I went on the rant again. Here we are. This convo made me follow because I need to at least give some positivity that Helton finally gets in. I hate the Rockies' home numbers hate. They're an MLB team. They exist. Absolutely. positively. But to say, like, so I'll use this as a comparison to Fenway, right? So the elevation, the thin air, balls sail out of, what is it? It's not Coors Field. Is it Coors Field? It might be. I can't remember off the top of my head. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that has something to do with the fact that the ball carries. But fast forward to the Yankees building their new stadium, and the wind always blowing out, like all the taters you hit, or I think it's still Coors. Okay, or if you're a right-handed, well, no, I'm sorry, you would be if you're a left-handed bat at Fenway, the right field line is like 325. If you can pull it down the right field line, dongers for days. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad for Helton. I dig Helton. I don't necessarily mind the Rockies. You know? Hold on. I gotta concentrate. I need this for the real deal. For a secondary class. But yeah, it definitely bums me out. And Zach chose Haru to help get back to Zach. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very cool. But yeah, it's frustrating, I guess. But then again, does it really affect me at the end of the day? No. It'd be like me telling you that because the Patriots are in such a shit state right now, that it in some way, shape, or form affects my everyday life. Nah, man, I'm a fan. You know what I mean? So, it blows. Isn't the fact baseball was min-max around the home run what kind of put baseball in a bad place? I mean, dude, home runs, scoring runs, now it just boils down to analytics. Should have gone a catchy. Chose Haru. All right. Right on. But now that you're in the Royale content, right on. How many hours are you in thus far? In total. Youngblood, wiggling, moving and shaking. Phil, how much further ahead are you in the story? 185-ish? Golly gee. I think I ended up with 165 in total. Something like that, right around there. Sounds about right. Seriously, finding characters that are hidden behind walls, it's just made so much easier that you can fly. Just have a better vantage point. Are you pursuing me? Yes, we are. Like one quest? All right, cool. Like, Manny Ramirez not being in the Hall of Fame is a joke. Barry Bonds not being in the Hall of Fame is a joke. Mark McGuire not being in the Hall of Fame is a joke. A-Rod not being in the Hall of Fame is a joke. Like, it's ridiculous. And you can correct me if I am wrong, for sure. They still have Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame? I'd like to go. I was gonna tell you to watch that one. Oh, my bad. What did it say? Oh, okay. In any case, it's obvious that you're not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. You get to watch Ilberd snipe a guy from 100 yards? My bad. I set out on a mission that, for the most part, if it's not voiced, I gotta go. Right? Heaven's Ward awaits. Almost. Sooner rather than later. I skipped a few voiced ones so I could read the non-voiced ones while watching you do the voiced ones. That's a head spin. I do agree that baseball is not a great TV viewing experience aside from the World Baseball Classic. I had nothing but great experiences watching games live, though. Not an American, and I discovered how fun tailgating culture can be. Like, look, yes, let's absolutely differentiate a baseball experience on TV and a live baseball experience. But again, still, like, the time factors into it. A 4-hour game live is definitely far more enjoyable than 4 hours sitting on the couch in front of the TV watching a game. You know what I mean? Because it's the experience. Same thing like you said, something akin to tailgating. It's fun. Well, the games are definitely quicker now at the pitch clock. Yes. Yeah, and I had said that earlier too. They are making changes for the better. Absolutely. But it took far too long because they have lost such viewership. They have lost such a I don't know if I could say lost a fan base. Hang on, sorry, I gotta concentrate again. Viva la revolution. Yeah, the pitch clock was great. I believe statistically the viewership did go up with the rule changes. I would hope so. Because I know that a lot of people have been looking for that. Because again, like, they go back to the time. They go, dude, I don't have 4 hours to sit in front of the TV. Who did I intend to have that on? Alright, so we're in good shape. Right, Chamber of Rule. Because, and, you know, yeah, we'll continue. We'll continue. Like, to the best of my knowledge, you don't see, like, the NFL Hall of Fame keeping players out of Canton because of steroids, right? Personally, I'm not watching much baseball lately because the Red Sox aren't even trying anymore. Same here. It's super disappointing. It's disheartening. Baseball has been the one sport I have fallen most out of love with. Probably mostly because of that element. Like, the Sox just don't give a shit. Their owner group, they just don't care. They don't want to spend. They have other interests, other ventures. And it's your money. Spend it how you want. I totally get that. I respect that. But it's like year in and year out, you tell your fan base, like, we're going to be competitive. And no, you're not. You're not. You're not going to be competitive. Not with, like, trying to run your ball club like a small market team. Like, you don't want to pay money for players. You want to develop players. But this is like the second or third time in 5 years or so where they've talked about, like, we're going to develop from within, you know? It's just, it's very, very irritating to just continue hearing that year in, year out.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
That's how I feel about the Angels. Had a couple of the best players in the league just pissed it away. I'm surprised Trout hasn't asked for an out.
Uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room. The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji?
Scum!
But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
Fenway Sports Group, or Boston Sports Group, whatever John Henry owns.
The unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
NASCAR, soon to be soccer, if not soccer already. Hockey, they own the Pittsburgh Penguins,
He walks a
Red
path
Sox.
all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Alagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon, one which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Carlians did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are already well positioned to do so. Sergeant Calum, pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartonel. I'm on the job, Chief. Be gone, whelp! This is no place for children! Bro, chill. And fire your barber. I'm sorry. He's telling me to go play PvP? That's not happening. That map that they just showed with all the red crystals, I was gonna ask, is that a PvP area? I was looking for you, mister. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl. One of them? Okay. So he visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Gee whiz, mister. Eckerd, how are you, man? Good to hear. Hope all is well with you and yours, bud. Excuse me. Yo, my man's got it. He's on the job. Whoa, you're very glowy. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should have summoned you were it not urgent. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. Alright, so yeah, this is just leading into Rama, Ramu, however you'd like to pronounce it. Was it pretty much just one primal per patch? My dad is always going to rant that Fenway Sports Group should give Theo some ownership and having him run the team. Very unrealistic. Of course it is. But he just can't get over the Mookie Betts trade. He's just stuck in the loop every time we talk about the Red Sox. I don't blame him, dude. Like, they didn't want to pay him. And I feel like their only fallback they'll have now, they'll be like, what? Well, we paid Raffy Devers like you guys wanted us to. My Dodge Ramu 1500. Mookie, Xander. Should have kept him, man. Did what it takes. Should have done what it takes. At the end of the day, though, and I will say it's not lost on me that this ownership group has given us 4 championships. You know what I mean? Like, for what it's worth, do I think that they've made their money back tenfold? Absolutely. But they've given us 4 championships, man. It's tough for me to really be super duper, like, I'm disappointed in the direction that the team is going, but they've given us 4 championships, man. Xander, we could have let go. He can't play defense and he's just gonna get worse and worse. Name, like, do we have a better defender on the Sox right now? Maybe. A better bat on the Sox right now that we would have traded away. Or, you know what I mean, like, supplemented with? Honest question. Yeah, but 280 for 11 years for Xander, I'm fine with not matching that. He isn't that great. I mean, like, what player, I mean, obviously there are quite a few, but, like, what players in this day and age are worth that big of a bankroll? Not a ton of them. How many, let's call it like 5+ year contracts work out in the long term? Not many. Not many. Not many at all. I am bank me. Same here. I'll take it. Please, can I have it? That's out towards the Conjurers, yeah? I'll warm the bench. Same here, dude. I'll pick up spent sunflower seed shells, too. No problem. 1 mil a year. I'm cheap. I'm also super cheap. If they had kept Mookie, if they had kept Xander, they would have had a much better product currently on the field today than what they do. Plain and simple. Conjurers. My bad. I just said that too. Like, I'm not resting my cap on 2 last place finishes in the last 3 seasons. There's nothing to be excited about for that. And I feel like if you had kept Mookie, you had kept Xander. Obviously, you got Raffi. They extended themselves, in my opinion, for sale, but we still ended up winning the championship with it. We would still have a much better product on the field than what we currently have had.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin.
Just a little flying piece of cabbage.
Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a Primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
What's up, flying cabbage?
You have my thanks.
Flying Brussels sprout. The problem is I went for Trevor Story to pick the wrong shortstop in the free agent class.
A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
And they wouldn't have been in that predicament if they just kept Xander.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming.
All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Like, and they made all things better by sanding Raffi Devers for a 10-year deal? Why? Because that's what the fans wanted. Sign somebody, spend some fucking money, do something. It's gonna be another contract that's just gonna be like, in year 4 or 5, they're gonna be like, damn. Like this, I would have been happy if they went for Trey Turner. I know, they didn't. We're just disappointed across the board. I wanted them to keep Xander. They didn't. Picked up Story, overpaid. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, they gave us 4 championships. And also, if they win or lose, it doesn't affect my life, my everyday life. You know what I mean? I'm just a fan of the team. I'm a fan of the sport. So even if they don't succeed, it's not like it's... I'm not one of those fans that are like, my whole life is ruined. I can't go to work. I can't eat. I can't sleep. It's like, no, that's not me. That's not me. Am I disappointed? Yeah, for sure. But I'm not one of these people that are like, that's it. The sky is falling. Everything's done. Everything's over. We'll never fucking do anything again. Boo. Thankfully, being American, we have tons of different sports. Absolutely. And it's been in the last, like, 15 years or so that I've actually gotten into hockey. Living as close as I do to Massachusetts, having family from Fitchburg, which is like northern Massachusetts. Like my mom's side of the family was all very, very much into hockey, but I never got into it growing up. I was baseball, basketball, football, like with my dad and my dad's side. And then mom's side, like they did baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, like, and it's just, I couldn't get into it. For people in like England, all they have is Liverpool. And now you got the NFL trying to jam a team down their throats. What are you guys doing over here? You guys waiting for me? Which, who knows, could be beneficial. Could be a moneymaker. That would be in London, though. Okay. My bad, I'm on my way. Zoomies. Yeah, I don't care for tennis. I don't care for...
Nora betrays thee, servant of hiding.
I don't recall this being voiced either.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye, but there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
I was big into 11 too. Got it the summer of my freshman year in high school on the PS2.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Is that Ziggy as well? I don't think it is.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Well, all right. Give me the cue. Check 1, 2. Oh, it's an 8-man too. Right on. Hey, let's go. I'd be lying if I said I remember any bit of this, cause I don't. Yeah, the future's now, old man. I get it. Stopped playing when I got into college and then got back into anime. That was that. Yeah, I have not been keeping up with my anime, unfortunately. And I know I need to finish Gundam 79 so I can watch, was it Unicorn or Zeta next? Enchilada, appreciate it, man. Very, very much. Where's that other tank of ours? There we go. Zeta, okay. Yeah, gaming usually consumes a majority of my free time as well. Boom, bang, pow. Myrtle Lou, thank you. Forgot Remove scene was so good. I usually have the music turned off. That's why it's such a great refresher for me.
Taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Because I don't remember any of them. I miss times where I could watch 50 anime a year. I mean, it's just, I feel kind of crap. Like, I get to experience anime now, but I wish I had watched more of it when I was younger, you know? When I had more time.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them.
Trails, how are you, man?
If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Enchilada, thank you very, very much. Coming along for the ride. Oh, shit. I am way down, and I need to be way up. Appreciate it a great deal, man. Thank you. And with that, it's 14 quests to Snowcloak. Dog will be there tomorrow. Guarantee. Guarantee tomorrow. Fucking A. I'm ready, dog. And I tell you what, yes, they trimmed a ton of fat, thankfully, because this has gone swimmingly. Cruising. Cruising. Sorry, again, Conjurer's Guild, I always forget. I enjoy A Realm Reborn. I truly do. Post-game is very, very good. The lead up to Heaven's Ward is incredible, and then you got Heaven's Ward, which is just, in my opinion, immaculate. Immaculate. Dude, at this rate, Heaven's Word Friday? Good, let's go.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
We used our umbrellas, stopped the rain, and we lived.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth. Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Excuse me. No, okay, so this is where we'll wrap up. Perfect. So tonight we completed 2.2, 2.3, and 2.4. Feels good. We're on our way. So like Phil said, 14 quests until we get into Heaven's Word, roughly. Yeah, man. Feeling good. Feeling excellent. Great night. Thank you to everybody. Always. Man, psyched on it. Oh, we're mid 2.3. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought we did 2.4. My bad. I misread. Mid 2.3. Okay, excuse me. Beg my pardon. We will log out. Dude, it feels really good, man. We'll go to this screen because I don't want the Endwalker screen to play. But we'll find somebody that we can raid before we call it a night. Positively. Positively. Oh, yo, perfect, dude. Hovia. I'm pretty sure Hovia is post Heaven's Ward. H to the Izzo, V to the Izze. Hovia. We'll turn thing. Yeah, okay, good. It did work. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you all very, very much. Randomly decided to raid and meet Hovia, I think about 2 weeks ago. Good vibe, good energy. Also a Sprout making her way through post-game Heaven's Ward, if I am not mistaken. So please show her tons of love. Say what's up if you would like. If not, I get it. No problemo. NT, hey, have a great night, bud. To all of you, I hope you all have a great night. Please stay happy, stay healthy, stay excellent. I love you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Keep moving and grooving, all right? You guys be good. Bye.